The goddamn refs. I swear to God, they're paid off by Kansas City.
For sure. 100%.
You just
mean-
realized this?
Okay, I'm not as biased as you are, but I swear to God, I think when they got their jerseys beginning of the year, they were supposed to have red stripes instead of black.
Oh, yeah.
Too much reality. Let's get back to the fantasy. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome back to episode 5.
points! 40 points!
Episode 5.
We'll get there, Austin.
40
We'll
points.
get
All right,
there.
Can I get through my intro?
Yes.
Welcome back to episode 5 of the Log Pod covering the League of Ordinary Gentlemen. As you can tell, the guys in the back are already riled up about the game of the week from last week.
We'll get there.
On the docket for this week, we have our review of our week 3 games, including that very pivotal game of the week that I hyped up so much last week. An unexpected outcome, according to one of our co-hosts here today. But we'll get into that in a little bit. And other than that, we got our usual recap. So, gentlemen, are you ready to get into it?
Yes, let's go.
Absolutely. I cannot wait to talk about last week's game.
We'll
I cannot
we'll
wait.
get there. Trust me.
We'll get there. But first things first. In our week 3 games, we have our other games from the week, not the big important one at the end. First up, we got Slap Yo Mama versus Pineapple. Pineapple getting the W. Gents?
Yeah, Slap's team died. Just that's all that happened. Slap's team died. He's gonna bounce back this week.
I'm scared for him, man. I'm scared for him.
You were the biggest proponent of Slap.
No
So,
kidding.
I was the biggest.
We
Yeah, I
switched
was.
sides here.
I said,
if anyone should be, pushing for a Slap win, it should be you.
I feel let down. I feel like I've been the only one that had his back, and he's like said, eh. And I'm like, come on, man. You gotta put up more than 136 points. What the hell is that?
136 is quite low.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
For this league, yeah.
Next up, we got Concussors versus High Class Dumpster Divers. High Class getting the W.
Poor. That matchup was sad to begin with, but poor Concussors, man. He's a little struggle bus over there. High Class got his first win. He's gonna get stronger once
in the right category, baby.
Yeah, yeah. Once who the hell's his quarterback? Not Justin Fields, the other guy. Jordan Love. Once he gets back up and running, he'll probably be stronger. But yeah, that was a tank off. Early season tank off.
Yep.
We got tank bowls in week 3, baby. Next up, we have End Zone Gods versus Deflated Balls. Deflated getting the win.
Yeah, Deflated got in the win category too. He this is his first win. And I don't know what happened with End Zone Gods. I mean, I know this week in general was just a bad week, but yeah, his team just decided not to show up in most categories.
Do you want to know? Do you want to know?
Ramondre Stevenson?
0.3 points from Ramondre Stevenson.
And 0 points from 0 points from Mark Andrews.
That's pretty hard to win like that.
Yeah. No, Deflated had a really good game, 202 points. So hats off to him, and that might start a run for him potentially. We'll see. He's got some players.
His team is probably one of the more hurt teams too. So putting up 202 without some of your best players is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Got to work with what you get, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Next up, we had Big Boy Club versus T-Rex. T-Rex getting the win and the first loss for the new guy.
Yeah, I said T-Rex and Slap both needed a win this week. One of them got it. And so T-Rex is going to be trying to make his comeback this week.
Yeah, this matchup, I knew it was going to be exciting, and even with the 0-2 start T-Rex had there, but damn, 206 to 210, you can't really ask for a better nail biter.
Yeah,
Say it
That one
came
was
down to the
crazy.
wire.
it's a really good
Yeah.
game.
Speaking of nail biters, our other game we had here was Mr. Toilet Snake versus Diamond Dogs. Another close affair. Mr. Snake getting
You
the W.
underestimate my power.
Really, how
You
much
said I'd
power do you
lose
have?
this.
You did not just play the freaking Skywalker. You underestimate my power in
I
the
did.
podcast.
I mean, he is 2-1. He is 2-1.
He is 2-1.
You said Dogs is gonna win this game. Dogs is gonna win. Dogs. Where am I? Huh? 2-1.
I
2-1.
I
Where are
said
you?
it would be interesting if you could upset him, and it
It
is
wasn't even
interesting.
an upset. It wasn't even an upset.
That is
You
an
know why?
upset.
Because I won. I
No,
won.
it's an upset. You know it's an upset.
Nah,
You were
it's
supposed
not
to
an
lose to
upset.
Dogs.
I was not supposed to
You
lose that
were
game. I was supposed to win that
lose to
game.
Dogs. That was an upset.
That was a win. That was a win.
Well,
The
before you
sound
two get too
effects.
carried away on that one, we'll get to the main event of why we're here. Same reason of why we were so hyped up. Same reason we
Yeah.
were so hyped up last week. Our game of the week, we had Barn Burners versus Little Melka, and Barn Burners absolutely walked Little Melka out of the house.
Yeah.
I need to know
Guys,
about that 40 points.
what's
I need
the
to know.
repercussions moving forward?
Well, okay. Before I go on a rant, I am still in the house. That's number
For
one.
now.
Right now, as of today, Wednesday, September 25th, I am still in the house. So there's that. But I have some words. And you know what? I used to love this man, and now I think he needs to be fired. Mike McDaniels, what the hell are you doing? You are the Dolphins head coach. You have one of the best wide receivers in the freaking game of football, and he doesn't get a reception until 2 minutes left in the first half. Why? Why are you not hyper targeting? I know Tua is hurt, but this man should be getting jet sweeps. He should be getting slant. He should have 15 targets by the end of the game. Why did he only have 5? This is ridiculous. He needs all the targets. Why? How? Okay. Second, you didn't use Devon Achane either. Your two best players on your team. You didn't use them. You got your ass kicked. And you didn't use your two best players. This loss is on you. I hate you, Mike McDaniels. You need to be fired. You're a terrible head coach.
I think we need to become one of those you ever like listen to the radio after a sporting game and they got like the call-in line?
Yes.
I think we need to make a new
I am
segment.
Colin Cowherd, and everyone needs to be fired.
Not even Colin Cowherd. I'm talking about like the post game, radio show that's calling in from the fans of the team. I think we need to add that as a segment for like the coach who's the most pissed off about real life teams. Because that was amazing.
Also,
I'm
what
also
the
for that.
hell
That
happened?
sounds great.
What the hell happened with the Chargers? They chargered it. J.K. Dobbins didn't get the ball enough, and they
Herbert
got
was
kicked.
hurt.
They got their asses kicked. Well, if Herbert was hurt, they should have given the ball to J.K. Dobbins more. Sorry, I'm mad.
I can tell you're a little upset.
I had a great game. I had a great game from Jamar Chase. I had a great game from Dallas Goedert. I had a great game from Carl Granderson. I had a great game from Zaire Franklin. All fucking wasted because Mike McDaniels.
You gotta give it to Barn Burners though. They did put up a 253.
He had a
42.
great
That's a
game.
good number.
He had a great game. But you know
you gotta
what?
give him his props, right?
He had a great game. But you know what? I could have still won this game. Mike McDaniels needs to be fired. Jim Harbaugh needs to be fired. You remember when Chargers fans were asking for Harbaugh to be fired in the preseason? Fire him now. Do it.
This has been amazing.
I will
give
conclude.
you so much shit for losing, but
I
oh
will
my
conclude
god,
my
you've
rant
given
now.
it yourself.
Take a minute, Mr. Steak. It's time to revel in your glory of your victory here.
I'm just absolutely smothering myself in that copper feel of that quarter you gave me. All
Copper?
right. Yeah,
Copper?
it's made of copper. It's made of copper.
You know what, Austin? Enjoy your goddamn quarter. I'm gonna just be happy when McDaniels gets fired.
Thank you. Hold on. One more thing, real quick. All right. One thing about the game of the week. All right. One thing.
Go ahead.
40 points.
Yeah. Mike McDaniels
Well,
needs to go away.
I'm gonna take your anger here from for your horrible performance in the game of the week for being real.
You know what?
And
I
I'm gonna
had the
bring it.
second most points in the league. Okay? I had a good week.
We're
But it
done.
should have been better.
We're moving on. We're moving on. And I'm gonna take your anger and put it into my anger. Okay, it's my turn. It's my turn to rant. There was no trades this week. I asked for trades. There's no trades.
No
I'm
trades.
upset.
No trades.
As a guy who's following this league and trying to keep my head in the notes and look through everything, there's no trades.
No trades.
What the hell is going on? I saw it in the Discord. I saw guys talking about trades. Why do I have no trades?
No trades.
Get on it. I'm looking
I
at you, Pineapple. I'm looking at Deflated. Diamond Dogs to get in there, like Barn Burners. You guys, where's the trades at? I want something ridiculous, and I want it now.
Where's a Barn Burners trade? We haven't had one of those in a while.
guys.
Because he's colluding. He's colluding. That's why.
Guys, I just
He's
got
obviously
a leak.
colluding.
I just got a live leak from the trade room right now. Take a listen. Take a listen.
Whole bunch of nothing. That's what's happening right now. But on that note, I guess we'll move on past my favorite segment, the trades, to the waivers. Guys, take it away. I gotta go cool down. I gotta go cool down.
How dare you disappoint Jay like that? Unbelievable.
Bullshit. Talk about the waivers. I'm done. I'm out of here.
He's going timeout. All right. So in terms of waivers, all right, I'm gonna do my best hosting here because he ran out of the room. All right. So
freaking out.
For some reason, a week late, everyone decided to pick up the Kansas City backups. You know?
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised that Steely only had one.
Steel. It's Steel.
Is it Steel? Okay, whatever.
It's Steel.
Learn the freaking name.
You know what? It's spelt with an E at the end. Fight me. Anyways.
Does not rhyme with a wheelie.
The fact that
Steely wheelie, no goddamn trades.
The fact that Steel only had one team trying to pick them up is kind of surprising. I don't know why people weren't trying to get him. He definitely was the lead back.
Yeah, and then Pineapple picking up Kareem Hunt, T-Rex getting Carson Steele. Samaje Perine, if anyone really wants to take a shot at the potential backup competition, he's still available. I did not want to stake in that. I feel like, it's a stopgap position. I don't know if I trust anyone. That team probably is going to switch up whoever's the lead back. CEH, whatever his name was again. Eddie Brock, I forgot his name. What is his name? Clyde Edwards-Helaire. That guy.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Eddie Brock.
That guy. He's coming at some point.
You've had Eddie Brock as Clyde's nickname forever, and I don't know why.
Because his middle name is Edwards, and I can't pronounce his name. So it's been Eddie Brock since the get-go. Anyway, he's coming back, so I don't blame people for not wanting to touch them, but some people wanted to take their shot. Fair enough. Another interesting thing that happened, End Zone got robbed 3 different times.
Oh no.
In the waivers.
You know what? He robbed me of my DB, so I don't even feel bad.
Yeah, but that's one guy.
I don't feel bad. He robbed me.
He did rob you of your DB.
Just like Pineapple robbed me of Jermaine Pratt last week. I hate you.
Well, if it makes you happier, I did personally rob End Zone Gauze. I took one of the linebackers he was going for, Dayon Henley. I've never heard of the guy, but he put up 25 points, so I'm like, yeah, sure, take him. Barn Burners grabbed Keon White, inside lineman for I think the Colts. Cool. He's been pretty good. And
New
Pineapple
England.
grabbed New England, whatever. Blue team guy. Cool. Pineapple grabbed Dorian Williams, another linebacker that end zone wanted. So he just robbed 3 times, which is kind of nuts. I wonder what's going through his mind here.
Yeah, again, he robbed me of my DB, so I don't care. Deserved.
Fair enough. And then I guess to wrap waivers up, Concussors decided he wanted to grab a whole new team again.
Yep. And
Five new guys, a sixth that just happened as we're
Yeah.
recording the podcast.
No, it's not as we're recording, it was earlier today, but yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
He picked up a whole new team again after losing again. So I don't know. I don't know if he's just going into the tank and that's what these are, or if he's trying to dig out of the tank and that's what this is. I don't
I
know what
think-
his plan is here.
what's happening here is he's desperate for a win, which I feel like is not what he needs to do right now. He keeps grabbing guys that are going to put up points this week, he feels, and he's dumping half of his roster. And I feel like that is nowhere near the approach he needs to take. I think he should find some guys on waivers that he thinks can develop in a year or two and become a guy that he can start.
Yeah, he
And-
did grab a couple young guys, but yeah, I get
No,
what
he
you're saying.
dropped half of his guys. He's
Well,
got
yeah.
just a bunch of stopgap guys.
I mean, Mooney's not that old. Michael Wilson's pretty young. Michael Wilson's only 24.
Michael Wilson's not going to be anything. But
Derek
yeah,
Hall is young.
Darnell Mooney, I'll give you.
But I mean, yeah, he picked up Andy Dalton, Cordero Patterson, so that's not young, obviously.
That's more what I'm talking about. I think he just needs to embrace getting these guys that he think can develop and just ride with it, because forcing his team to try to win right now is not what he needs to do.
Yeah, you're probably right. Jay, are you back from your trade tantrum yet?
No,
Oh.
I just sat down. I'm back, but I'm still irritable. Still irritable for the
welcome
rest
back.
of this dang podcast.
Welcome
Thank
back.
God you're back. I don't think I could host any longer. That was a lot.
That was too much.
Let me put my hosting pants back on. We got our week 4 matchups coming up here, and a couple interesting games in my opinion, couple not so interesting games in my opinion, as the unbiased person here. Like I said, a little irritable, so take this with a grain of salt, everyone listening. I am not directly calling you out, but I am. Let's get into our week 4 matchups, because still no fucking trades. Anyway, first up, we got Little Melka versus End Zone Gods. Then we got Deflated Balls versus Concussors. We got Pineapple versus Diamond Dogs. We got High Class versus Barn Burners. And we got Mr. Snake versus Big Boy Club. Gentlemen, what stands out to you in these first 5 matchups for this week?
The Pineapple versus Diamond Dogs game is quite funny because we have talked about how they're making so many trades, and by the end of the season, they're just going to be joint accounts. So are
They're
they
gonna
just
be the same team?
Are they just playing themselves at this point? I mean, they're both 2-1. This game, somebody's got to be a different record after this game, but I don't know who it's going to be. I think it'll. I don't know who it's going to be.
I think there needs to be a little bit more trades, mostly for Jay's sake, between them two before they be considered one team. I don't want to lose this guy again. So whoever, if they want to do more trades, please.
They are
Please do
the
it.
one team.
I don't want to call them that yet. All right.
They
but, yeah,
are Venom.
No, not yet. Not yet. He needs more trades. Do not take my host away from me again. But anyway, yeah, that's probably one of the most interesting matchups of this week because
Would
of
agree.
their big trades and their tight connections between that. I'm gonna go on the complete opposite spectrum of that. It could be interesting. Deflated Concussors. Now, these two guys have been struggling really early here. Concussors, obviously, he's gunning for a win. He's desperate. He's hungry.
And Deflated
Hungry.
just had a really good win.
And Deflated just had a great week with a hurt team. Now, does that mean he's going to fall flat on his face here versus concussors? I don't know. We got to see. They could both be 1-3 by the end of this, or concussors could be deep in the hole.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Those two teams, both of them looking for a win. If Deflated ends up winning this one, we could be starting to look at a team that's pressing for playoffs. We got another game with two 2-1 teams, Mr. Snake versus Big Boy Club. I think that'll be a very fun matchup, Austin. I don't know if you're gonna win it, but you know what? You got me. I underestimated you last week. You beat Diamond Dogs.
You underestimate my power.
Yeah, that. Um, but we'll see. Big Boy's got a real good team. He's got a real good team. So
All right, hold on. Let
What?
me step in here. All right.
all
We
right.
got this is the two newest guys. Obviously, Big Boy just stepping in this year. Me, I stepped in a few years ago. Big Boy over there, gifted a championship caliber team over there. Me, I had to sell my soul. I had to grind through the depths of hell to get up here to become relevant, at least somewhat relevant. So this matchup is for all the hounds out there that need to grind their way up to the top. All right, you guys better be rooting for me because that man was gifted the glory of the gods. So we got Little Melka versus Endzone Gods. Endzone Gods has been very inconsistent, and he's week one he struggled. He still won, but he struggled. Last week he was pretty good. He put up like 180, and then this week he struggled again and got his first loss. We got on the other side of the spectrum over there. We got Kyle, Lil Melka, big head honcho, all hot shot, all talk.
No
I'm
bite
put up
apparently.
250 points every single week.
I have
You
never
put
put
up two
250 points.
whatever, okay? Whatever. Man, all right. You got your big L 40 points last week, all right?
Mm-hmm.
So we got two 2-1 teams here.
Fire
Someone's got to
McDaniel.
break away. Big division rivalry. Someone's going to take second place here. This is the battle for second place. This is a big game early on in the season.
Yeah, I do want to win this one. I'm still upset here, obviously. Mike McDaniels, if you're listening to this somehow, make Skylar Thompson target Tyreek Hill before like the end of the first half. That'd be great. Lastly, before our game of the week, we got Barn Burners High Class. Yeah, it's hard to make an argument for High Class here. I'm not gonna lie. Barn Burners coming off a 250-point week. The only argument I could make is Barn Burners collapses after maybe you know what he blew his load against me and now he's just gonna drop back down to 180 points where he belongs and he might lose this week, but I don't really see that happening.
Tasted some salt at the end there, just a little bit.
Never salt.
Well, on that note, we'll get to our game of the week, which, again, as your totally unbiased moderator here, probably going to be trash. Totally not so irritable, but it's fine. We got T-Rex versus Slap Yo Mama. T-Rex at 1-2, Slap Yo Mama at 0-3. The team that Mr. Snake has hyped up for 5 episodes now.
And the best part about it is he's betting against him.
You're damn right. All right. I got that dinosaur T-Rex bitch over there. All right. He's going to take this, slap your mama, and he's going to chomp his hand off, right? And he ain't going to be slapping nobody ever again.
Slap Your Mama needs a win here. Slap Your Mama, he's had a rough start. I don't think he's been putting up too horrible scores outside of last week, where he just got super unlucky with his team. But I think he comes back this week. I think he has a good game, and I think he gets his first win of the season.
Well, on that note, we have something new this week, and the guys apparently just wanted to screw me over because I keep saying that whoever comes on for our interview is usually who wins the game because I'm 3 for 3 so far.
And now
this
we have
week we
more
got-
content.
we got an extra surprise. We got both managers from our game of the week. We got T-Rex and Slap Yo Mama. We'll catch you on the other side.
Hello and welcome into this week's game of the week. Tonight or this week we have T-Rex bitches versus Slap Yo Mama, and right now I have the manager of T-Rex bitches with me. Welcome in.
Well, thank you.
All right. So first, I gotta ask about the couple waiver moves you made this week. Carson Steely and Jawan Jennings. Are you planning on starting them?
I don't know. I'm almost thinking about banking them both, but I might be starting Jennings. And it honestly, I'll tell you, it depends on how I feel about London on an ongoing basis. I just don't know. Steele, let me be honest. I can't believe nobody else put in for those bids. Because I looked at how many people asked for them, and I was the only one. So to me, it was like a no-brainer.
I think to your point of people not like gunning for him is because he's kind of a stopgap guy. Like the same reason no one really cared about picking up Chuba Hubbard is like in like whenever Isaiah Pacheco comes back, he's probably going to be irrelevant. You know what I mean?
You're right. But I have Barkley and Gibbs on bye in week 5. And
Oh
so
yeah,
I look at
I
it.
wouldn't question your running back room at all. I wouldn't question it. Cool. So curious with Slap's 0-3 start, do you feel like this is potentially a layup for you to start a winning streak here?
First of all, that game could go either way. His team is dominant. It's just not on. It's just not firing on all cylinders right now. I think it's a coin flip, but I'll say me because
Heck yeah.
he's banged up. He's I'm looking at his team right now, and he's like 2 weeks away from running the table.
I
So
put
I'll
my
take it.
quarter on you, so I'm gonna break even this week.
Well, I hope you do. Because if I don't win this week, I'm 1 week away from a yard sale. So
Yard sale.
You heard it here, folks. First, folks, he's 1 week away from his yard sale.
everything must go. Not that. But
You got like a buy one get one sale?
I'm not giving it. No, I'm not giving any freebies. I'm not going to be a donator for the next 3 years.
Do you think that your roster is good enough to make a playoff and potentially championship run this year?
Possibly. If you know what, if the tight ends start clicking, I'm confident. If one of those two tight ends start clicking, I'm confident, and that's Laporta and McBride. I'm sorry. If one of them can start, and I think it's going to be McBride, or actually it could be. I don't know. Again, coin flip. Let's see. I think I love my running backs. Decent wide receivers. With London, DJ Moore, Flowers is my top 3.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe.
There's been like a lot of huge trades and like obviously the whole Discord server and the podcast. How do you feel about like all these changes?
I like the Discord. I'm not really active on it, but I like to troll through it. See what everybody's saying. I'm not going to answer 8 hours later and say, yeah. That'd be kind of weird. As far as the trades, yeah, I mean, crying out loud, this is pretty much as close as you get to a dynasty without adding like another 6 or 8 players.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. That's what fantasy football is about, is making your team better. And if you think that, a couple of pieces here and a couple of pieces there, I really hated the 48-hour voting because it was malicious at times. I did not like that at all. So yeah, no, I enjoy the league. Actually, out of the 5 leagues I'm in, this is the one I probably pay attention to the most because this is the one I haven't won yet. So it's always every day I'm looking at it, seeing what bonehead dropped who and what move am I going to do to pick him up. So.
Well, it was awesome having you on. Thank you very much. And good luck this week, even though I'm betting against you.
Well, thank you. Good luck for you too as well, but just not too much luck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never too much luck.
Yeah, too much luck.
Break it. Don't break a leg, but some of your players can.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, thank you
All
very
right. Talk to you
much.
later.
Bye.
Oh, you're welcome. Bye.
This week we were lucky enough to get both managers from the game of the week on. Here I got Slappy Mama. Welcome in.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Doing all right. Unfortunately, Austin wasn't able to join me for this one, so it's just gonna be me.
All right.
But I do have a couple questions specifically from him because I don't know if you've been listening, but he has been your biggest fan as of the last few podcasts. And you know
I
what?
have been.
He's turning his back on you this week. He's turning his back on you.
I don't blame him. I
So
do not blame him.
so the first question from him is what happened? Two-time reigning champ and starting out 0-3. What happened?
Well, going back and looking at those games that I lost, well, obviously all three that I lost, I had some poor coaching decisions. I think the first game I left like 70 points on my bench. The second game I lost to Diamond by only a couple points, and I think I left some points on the bench there too. And then last week, I mean, if you're scoring 130 points, you don't deserve to win. So
Yeah, last week was really rough. You had some injury problems there last week for sure. Um, and the other question I've got from him is, do you feel bad for letting him down for the Diamond Dogs game?
actually, I do, because that's one game I really wanted to win. Me and Nick are pretty competitive with each other, and I really wanted that one. We almost pulled it off.
Almost, almost.
One player.
But you know what? I did get my quota that week, and you know what? I'm getting my quota this week. I'm betting on you to beat T-Rex this week.
Oh, really?
I am. I'm betting on you to beat T-Rex. I'm betting on you to start your comeback. Speaking of comebacks, you're 0-3, two-time reigning champ. How do you plan on coming out of it?
Well, I got a long way to go. As you can see, my division, everybody's 2-1 except for me and T-Rex.
Yep.
So I mean, to dig myself out of the cellar for here, it's gonna take a lot, and almost need to win out.
Yeah,
Really,
it's
I don't see a lot of these teams losing too many games. So
yeah, I think your only saving grace at this point is they have to play. Everybody in your division has to play each other again, which means half the division has to lose again.
right, so I really cannot lose the next two games, because then that would be two more losses in my division.
Yeah. Yeah, I think these next two games are very pivotal for you. Do you think you're gonna win this week? Do you think you're gonna beat him?
You know what? I don't know anymore. My confidence is totally shattered.
Oh no.
Oh, we'll see. It should be a good matchup. T-Rex has got a good team. He's got some good players. So I think it'll be close, and hopefully I can pull it out in the end. But I think he's probably going to beat me.
Well, you know what? This is the second time I've had a coach not confident on me, and I've won that one. So the first one, the pineapple, he was not confident in beating Toilet Snake, and he destroyed him. So hopefully the same thing happens here. Co-commissioner of the league, right? With my
Yes.
dad. How do you feel about the big trades happening right now in the league? And do you plan on making any moves?
I do like the big trades. I know in the past that we've had an issue with people trading, and everything was getting vetoed.
Mhm.
So I mean, I like seeing the trades. I like seeing that Pineapple went out and got, what did he have? He went out and got 3 first-round draft picks plus his own.
Yep.
That's a great way to rebuild your team. As far as me, maybe let's see if I can get back to 500. I have some ideas that I've been talking to some people about. If I can get back there and see maybe that if I could still make a run, I have some ideas to maybe get a stud running back on my team because that's where I'm really hurting right now.
Okay, yeah, stud running backs definitely would help your team out a lot. All right, one last question here. Do you have any messages for the league right now?
Not really. I think it's going pretty well. It looks like everybody's having fun. We have one new guy in this week or this year, and that's about it. Otherwise, we have a lot of seasoned people trying to rebuild their teams, and I've been in since the beginning, and it took me this long to win 2 championships. So
Yep.
it takes a while to rebuild your team. So glad to see that guys are sticking with it and hanging in there.
All right. Thank you very much, and good luck this week. I'm betting
no
on
problem.
you.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You as well. Thanks.
Yep.
Well, I want to thank both of our managers, both T-Rex and Slappy Mama, for coming on and talking to the guys. Hopefully this is a new thing we can do once in a while, since the guys want to ruin my my pick of who wins the week. So I want to thank both of them for coming on, but we're going to wrap this thing up because this episode sucks.
Bro, I don't know what you're talking about. This episode's great. I got to rant, and now everybody knows my mental state.
This is going to be the worst episode we've recorded so far. I'm calling it right now.
Nah, it's
This is
great.
the best one. Are you kidding me?
I wish I had your guys' confidence. This episode, this show sucks. This whole thing sucks. This
Oh
is
my
the word.
God.
I am so thankful for everyone here who's listening, because this is horrible. I don't know why you're doing this, but I
So
appreciate.
dramatic. He just
I
wants his
appreciate.
trades. He's just mad about his trades.
We're not going to talk about no trades, but speaking of trades, I did catch there that if Mr. T-Rex loses the next 2 weeks here, he's going to fire sale his team, and I swear, if he fire sales and I don't see some movement, I'm going to lose it. But on that note, let's get this episode over with. Gentlemen, thanks again for joining me. Everybody listening, I appreciate you listening. I appreciate you commenting in the Discord, staying active. We're really going to try to keep this thing going fast until we burn off the tracks, hey boys?
Absolutely. And Austin, Slap getting his first win.
40 points.
We'll see you next week.
Nobody is caring about that anymore.
Nobody cares. We'll see you next week. See ya.
Bye. Yeah.